And I hope it records. I hope it records the right. It's supposed to be recording my screen. I'll have to check it to make sure. I checked it yesterday, but I want to make sure. These are the two formulas we're going to be working with today. Now, we've probably already talked about them, but I want to make sure to write them down. I can't see y'all writing, so I don't know what y'all are doing. So, you know, if you could turn on your computers, I mean, your cameras, that's fine. If not, that's fine also. I'm going to give you a minute to write those down. The first formula is when you know the payment, and the second formula is when you want to know how much to pay each month. So remember, the second one is the one that I told you was not in the book unless you looked for it. Y'all remember me saying that?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, thank y'all. Y'all gonna be as communicative here as y'all are in class, I see.
Could you scroll up a little
Say
on the
again?
Word? Could you scroll up on the Word document a little?
Yeah. And I have to go from back and forth just there.
Thank
Now
you.
remember, I don't use the NY and the APR, so that's payment times 1 plus R over N to the NT power minus 1 over R over N. And then payment is equal to the amount that you want times R over N over 1 plus R over M raised to the NT power minus 1. And those are the two formulas we're going to work with today. Now, let me go ahead and explain something else to y'all. We are, and I want to say this in all sincerity, we are trying to get y'all to the end of the semester. Do you understand that?
Mm-hmm.
So that means
Yes, sir.
I'm going to cut to the chase even more than I do in class. All right? I'm not going to spend a lot of time on going over things that we don't need to go over. My objective is to get y'all a grade by the end of the semester so y'all can get y'all's grade out of this class and we can keep going on to summer semester. All right? Hopefully this thing will blow over by summer, I hope. But I'm going to cut out some stuff in that unit. Do not go ahead of me. I'm on 4C right now. I'm going to go over 4D and 4E. But when we get to that last unit, which is unit 1, don't go ahead of me because I'm going to cut out a lot of that. I'm only going to cover like 2 or 3 sections, and I'm going to give you a test of 10 questions. So I do not want you going ahead of me, and do not do that unit 1 material. What chapter is it? If you got your outline, isn't it chapter 1, 2, and 3? Somebody tell me.
Yes, sir.
Do not do any of that until you see my video or you attend my class, because I'm not going to cover but 1 or 2 of those sections, and I'm going to cancel the rest of them out. And I do that every semester in 103 because I don't think it's that important. I don't know why Miss Jeter hadn't called in. Let me try one more time because I know she loves to attend class. She's and she's not on. Okay. Well. All right. So with this first question, and I know you can't see it, but let me go ahead and get I'm going to write this down because I can't flip between. So the A is equal to the payment times 1 plus R over N raised to the NT power minus 1 over R over N. Okay, so there's that formula, and I'm going to go back to my, kind of rough when the background is white. There we go. Now, I'm going to read this question to you, and I want you to write it down because this is a test question. All right? It says, you put $300 per month. So payment is $300 per month. In an investment plan that pays R is equal to 6.5. R is equal, well, it's 6.5, but that's 0.065. How much money will you have after 13 years? T is equal to 13, and of course N is equal to 12. Okay, now I want you to take your calculators, and I want you to plug, I'm going to plug it into the formula, and I want you to be working on it. So that's going to be 300 times 1 plus 0.065 over 12 raised, what is 12 times 13? That'll be 144, be 157. Somebody check and tell me what 12 times 13 is.
156.
Is it 156 or 157? I could.
156.
Okay.
156.
Minus 1 over 0.065 over 12. Now I want y'all to crank that out. I have some kind of a calculator on here, and I'm going to try to pull it up while I have this. So I'm trying to kill two birds with one stone. So y'all bear with me here, and maybe I can make this work. I can't remember where the... There it is. Again, I don't have my, I'm just going to try to, well, I'm just going to make this small. No, make it big. There. All right, so I'm going to take 0.065, and I'm going to divide that. And it didn't do 0.065. 0.065, there we go, divided by 12. And that's equal to, and that's plus 1. Oh my Lord, I'm not used to this calculator, I'm sorry. Let me just start over. I haven't got a clear button, so I guess that's the clear button. 0.065 divided by 12 equals, and I'm going to add that to 1, and I'm going to raise that. Don't tell me it won't take the last answer. Let me try this again. 0.065 divided by 12 equals, it's not gonna, plus 1 equals. Why didn't it do that a while ago? All right, raised to the what?
-3 plus 1.
Well, it should be, where is my x to the y key? There it is. X to the y, 156, right?
Yes, sir.
156 equals. Check to see if that's what y'all got for the parentheses. Minus 1. Oh, crap. I don't know why it's doing 2.32. That'd be 1.322675 times 300. So 1.322675 multiplied by 300. See if this is what y'all got for your numerator. Is that what you got for your numerator?
Yep.
Yes or no?
Yes.
Okay, Ms.
Yeah.
Webb got a yes. Everybody else didn't say nothing. All right, now, I'm going to take that and divide by parentheses 0.065 divided by 12. Close parentheses. Well, that's not what I wanted, but let's see what it does. I'm about ready just to quit. I don't have an arrow. I don't have a space button. I need to put it right there, but I don't know how, so let me just do it this way. Let's go with 0.065 divided by, I don't think this thing's working very well. What do y'all think? 0.065 divided by 12 is
It still didn't put the, it didn't put the decimal.
Yeah, it's not doing what I'm asking it to do. 0.065 divided by 12. There. Now my other's gone. 396. Somebody tell me what the 396 was. 396 point what?
80.
0.80 divided by 0.005416667. I got whatever. Somebody tell me what the answer is. I'm not going to use this calculator no more. It doesn't type in anything.
73.
What'd you get?
73,255.
73,000. Say it one more time.
73,255 and 0.86.
So at the end of 13 years, you have $73,255.86. This is a test question, okay? So make sure you write this test question down. Also, remember, on your test for this unit, you're going to get simple interest. You're going to get compound interest. You're going to get continuous interest. And on this one, this is your second unit, your second section, you're going to get this type question, and you're going to get the next type question, which we're going to go over. Okay? So everybody good on that? Any questions on that?
Yes, sir.
And for those that need to know, this is 22. It says 22, so I don't know if that's 22 on your homework or if it's 22 on the book. I don't know, because I didn't pull it up the way I usually do. But that's like number 22. All right, here's your other question that I picked out. I don't know if you can see it, but it's supposed to autofocus. I don't know why it's not autofocusing. There. It says, suppose you are 35 years old and would like to retire at age 60. So there's your T right there. 35 to 60 is how many years? Hang on, 25 years. So T is equal to 25.
Yes, sir.
Furthermore, you would like to have a retirement fund from which you can draw an income of $150,000 per year for what? Forever. Now that's where you have to go in and divide and we're going to do that here, by the 0.07, and compounding and payment periods are the same. So that's where we pull up our handy dandy. We know what we've got. We just don't know what payment to make. And that's where we use the second problem. I meant the second formula. And that's going to be payment is equal to the amount times R over N over brackets 1 plus R over N raised to the NT power minus 1. Okay, now it said, suppose you are 35 years old and would like to retire at age 60. So T is going to be 60 minus 35, which is equal to 25. And it says you want 150,000 for the rest of your life. So that means A is equal to 150,000 divided by 0.07, which is the rate. R is equal to 0.07, N is equal to 12. Now somebody divide that 150,000 by 0.07 for me, please. I'll have to use my calculator. You can't see my calculator on my phone because it has a white background. So I'm sorry. And y'all communicate so well. 150,000 divided by 0.07. Should be a book. Should be like $2 million. So A
yes,
is equal to $2,142,857.14. Make sure y'all got A's. Make sure I calculated it correctly. Now we just plug and chug.
Yes, sir. That's right.
So 2,142,000. I'm going to do it 858. Now, some people will take it on and make it 2,150,000. Somebody might do that. Somebody might say 2,200,000. Some people may say 2,142,900. That depends on the person. I'm going to round it to the nearest dollar times R is 0.07 over 12 divided by parentheses 1 plus 0.07 over 12 raised to the 12 times 25. Somebody tell me what 12 times 25 is.
300.
300 minus 1. All right, start cranking that through your calculator. I'm going to go ahead and work on it myself. Now, I'm going to use a different color to write down that 0.07 over N. I got 0.0058, blah, blah, blah. And I'm just going to write that in a different color. I went and bought new markers for y'all. So that 0.07 divided by 12, that comes out to be 0.00583 repeating. Okay. So that may save you. So I'm going to take that and I'm going to multiply that by 2,142,858. And for the numerator, I got 12.5. I'm just going to leave it at 12.5. So I'm going to take, is that what y'all got?
Yes, sir.
And now I'm going to do the bottom. Now I'm going to say it out loud and just let y'all work it on your calculator. 0.07 divided by 12. And that's equal to 0.005833. I'm going to add that to 1. That's going to be 1.0058. And I'm going to raise that. Ooh, I got to turn my. I'm going to raise that to the 300th power. I got 5.7254 blah 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 minus 1. So for the denominator, I got 4.73. Now you want to carry that decimal all the way out. I'm just going to do this. I don't want to say 0.73 because somebody don't carry it all the way out. You want to carry both of these all the way out on your calculator. Okay? So if you take those two, you take 12.5 and divide by that. I'm going to give you the rounded, okay? 12.5 divided by 4.7, what was it, 4.73? I think it was. I got
Yes.
$2,642.71. Is that what y'all got?
Yes. Close enough.
Yeah, it's just going to vary depending on your rounding. Now, if you have a job and no wife and no kids and no hobbies, then yeah, you can put maybe, $2,600 a month back. That's a lot. You better be bringing home the bank to put back $2,600 a month. But when you get to be 60 years old, you're gonna have a check coming for how much? $150,000 a month for the rest of your life. I mean, it's $150,000 a year a month per year. So 150,000. Somebody take 150,000, divide that by 12. What is that? Oh, she's got the corona.
12,500.
How much? How much she say? Miss Cole, how much she say?
12,500.
12,500 a month. How much of y'all? How many of y'all could live off 12,000 a month?
Me.
I could too. All right, so that's the two questions for 4C that you might have a question on. All right, and like I said, the question is not mathematical. The ones where students mess up is they don't know how to use a calculator. So make sure. I wish I had the calculator on here. I tried to download it, but it wasn't going to happen, and I wasn't going to sacrifice the screen, the mouse, and for the calculator online. I wasn't going to do that. So that's why. So remember, I want you to write these down again. This is when you know the payment. because the payment is right here. This is when you know the payment. This formula right here is when you know the payment. And this question, this formula is for when you need the payment and you don't know the payment. Those are the two questions that I will test you on in 4C, along with 4B, simple interest, compound interest, and continuous interest. Okay? Who's got questions? Y'all good on that?
Yep.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now, the other questions, there's some stock questions on there, and I haven't got, since Ms. Jeter's not here, she sent me a stock question, and I think I printed it out. Hold on just a minute, and I'll go get it, because I have, well, I'll just pull it up. Let me just do that. It'd be easier just to pull it up. I mean, I'm not trying to cover a lot today. I mean, besides, we're ahead anyway, so we're okay on time. Let me pull up, see if I can pull up the question. Lord, it's raining.
Oh, it is?
Yep.
I can't hear it.
You can't hear it?
Mm-mm. I'm using my earbuds.
Lord, Miss McBride talks more when she's Skyping than she does in class.
Yeah. Sorry if y'all can hear my brother.
No, we can't hear anything. We just hear you talking.
Okay, because he said you have to Skype with your teachers. I said, yeah.
Yep, this is called the way things are done. I wish I was a little bit more. I wish I had that calculator online. It would be a whole lot better. And I haven't taught with the document cam in a while, so I've kind of gotten rusty. All right, email. And I think she sent it this morning. And I want you to look at it because, let's see, where is it? There it is. This is 4C 29/9. And it's not that big a deal. I'm not going to test you on it, okay? I'm not going to test you on the stocks because I think, after a while, after you get out in the real world, you figure stocks out. You buy stocks at a certain price. You sell them at a certain price. And how you sell them is how much profit you make. So here's the question. I'm going to let y'all write it down so you'll have it in your notes. There it is. Dang, I should have pulled the other ones up like that. I don't know why I didn't. Oh, well. Compute the total annual returns for the subscribed investment. 4 years, okay, 4 years, meaning that's how long you kept the stocks, after buying 200 shares at $70 per share. So at that point, you're going to multiply 70 times 200, okay? You sell the stock for $21,900. Okay, so I'm going to go over here. I'm going to write the question down while y'all are writing it down. So 4 years, 4 years, and 200 shares, and $70 per share, 70 per share, and you sell for 21. It's like buying cows. If I buy me a sick cow, like let's say a calf, I go to the cow sale and I buy me a sick calf for $100. And I pump the penicillin in that calf and I give it antibiotics and I worm it and I put it in a pasture by itself. It can have all the feed it wants, all the hay it wants, all the grass it wants. and I raise that calf and I keep it for 2 years. And Buddy, in 2 years, he weighs 1,500 pounds. But I'm going to sell him at 1,500 pounds. Whatever money I made is by that, by multiplying. Well, I'm not going to get into that, but let's say I bought him at $1.10 a pound, and I sold him at $2.50 a pound, and I put 1,300 pounds on it. Okay, that's a pretty good payday. The stock market is the same thing. Stock market is the same thing as if you put soybeans in the ground at $6 a bushel, and then you sell them at $3 a bushel, you're losing your butt. But that's the way farmers do it. That's why I don't grow crop. Anyway, so what do you do here? Well, first of all, let's find out how much we have at the end of 4 years. So, 4 years, you got 200 shares, so 200 times $70 a share. What does that come out to? Well, that's going to be what, 14,000?
Yes, sir.
Okay, and you sell at 21,000. Well, looks like to me you lost your butt. That's what it looks like, but I want to see what they say here. I want to make sure I'm doing this right. Okay, they just want total return. Okay, they don't want to go through all that. So let's see. The new minus old over old. I told y'all that before class. It still looks like they're going to lose. Sell at 21. 21 minus 14 over 14. I don't know if it's going to come out and be losing or not. But anyway, determine the value 7. So, sorry. I want to make sure. Yeah. 80 times 150. That's what we did. Okay. And that's going to be called the new, probably the old. Yep. That's the old. So take your new and let's see. So we are going to lose money. Because that would be, so when you multiply, that'd be 14,000. So that's going to be 14,000 minus 21,900 over 21,900. So let's do that. Let me go back to the, okay, good, I can do this. All right, so that's going to be 14,000 minus 21,900 over 21,900. Somebody tell me what you get. We know it's going to be a negative. Somebody take 14,000 minus 21,900 and divide by 21,900 and multiply by 100. Well, they got the percent there. What does it come out to be?
I thought 21,900 was the new, not the old.
I don't think so. I think the new, let me look and make sure because I think it's, I don't do these very often. Okay, after buying 150 shares for 80, okay, continue. Okay, you're right. 17.4 is the new. I'm sorry. My bad. So it'd be, let's mark this off. Let me get my screen back. So that's not right. So it'd be 21,900 minus 14,000 over 14,000. Somebody give me that number. Multiply it by 100 also because they want the percent.
At 56.4.
I can't hear you. What?
56.43.
56.43. Does everybody else get that?
Yes, sir.
This random decimal place going to be 56.4. So we type in 56.4 And it didn't type. Why didn't it type? Hold on a second. 56.4. Check answer. The annual return. Remember the annual return. Let me get the formula here. Because I gave you the annual return before. It's not that one. It's the one which you have the... I can't remember the formula, but it's down here. Hold on. There. A over P raised to the 1 over Y power. Y, the 1 over T. I don't know why they have to make everything complicated. So in that case, it's going to be your 17.4 over your 12,000. So in this case, 21.9 over 14 raised to the 1/4 power. So the second part of the question is going to be, what did I just say? 21.9 over 14. Which one was, what did I just say?
That's what you said.
Y'all didn't listen to a word I said, did you? Thanks for y'all's help. I appreciate it. Just write down the formula. A over P raised to the 1T power. And A is your new over your old. Okay? So A new over old raised to the 1 over T power. That's the best way to
Priority
remember.
1 message coming in on
New
secure
over
channel.
old raised to the 1 over T power. So that's going to be 21.9. Let me go ahead and write that down. 21.9 divided by 14,000 raised to the 1/4 power. I need somebody to crank that out for me. Well, this is neat. I can pull up questions and just... I didn't know I could do that. Okay, I'm waiting. I'll just do it myself.
I got 11.83%.
11.8%. Now, what's good about both of these? They're both positive, so that means you're making money. Okay? Now, they didn't tell you what you sold it for, and they don't tell you how many stocks that you sold, so you really don't know how much you made because they only said you sell at 21.9. So that question's a little bit vague. All right? So you've got two formulas there, new minus old over old. And then you got this one right here. This one is new minus old over old. Remember, times 100. And then you got this one down here, new over old to the 1T power. Now, I'm not going to test you on the stocks, but make sure you know how to do them. Okay? All right, question on that. All right.
Yes, sir.
Well, I'm going to go ahead and shut her down, and that'll get y'all through 4C. And then Wednesday we'll go over 4D, and that's the depression section. So that's when everybody gets stressed. Question, right, complaint.
Nope.
So what do you think? Can y'all make it the rest of the semester on this format?